really does skip over stuff. It's very maneuverable. Well, hello and welcome back to Street Pigeon MTB, and I'm excited today. So this is our video on the Amflow PL Carbon Pro. I've already done a video sort of showing the unboxing and giving my sort of first impressions, and really I feel like that video kind of focused on really the sort of the climbing ability of that motor and the power of that motor. What I didn't have a chance to do is really deep dive into what this bike is actually like on UK Enduro trails, because that's the type of trails that I ride and love. So today I'm going to take you on a ride on UK Enduro trails and give you a kind of a feel for what this bike is actually like, because so much focus goes on the motor and the battery, and very little focus, in my opinion, goes on to the actual ride characteristics. So very excited to share that with you today. Very quickly, a few little updates to the bike. Made some small changes based on where I live and the trails I ride. Invisi framed the bike. Obviously, this is the most expensive bike I've ever owned, so want to look after it. We have the introduction of a Mudhugger mudguard, because riding in Scotland without a mudguard isn't very sensible. And I've also changed the tyres, stuck some heavy casing Vittoria Mostros on it. Those tyres for me lend themselves to, again, the trails that I ride. So the bike is ready to go, ready to ride. I'll stop talking. Let's go and find out what this thing can do actually down trails. I'm excited. So yeah, just another note on the ride today. I'm gonna update you on like battery usage and distance and elevation thing. A lot of people were asking the first video about, well, what's the real world performance of this? So I'll talk you through the modes I'm using and various things to give you an idea for actually how does this bike operate in real conditions. So some more climbing to do. Let's get on with it and let's get to the first trail. So since the first video, I've got to know this bike a little bit better, and I have actually tuned some of the settings. So I'm in auto today. There's lots of different settings of this bike. We have eco, we have auto, we have trail, we have turbo, and we have boost. Now what was incredible about this bike, it's got so much power, but as you know, if you use lots of power, you use lots of battery. So I've been playing with the auto settings to try and find me something that will give me a solid enduro day without getting tired, but that doesn't absolutely rinse the battery. So if you'd like to know about the tune, I can leave it in the comments. But yeah, easy done through the app with the bike. Just turned a few settings down. See how it treats us today. What I will say, we have done 9.6 kilometers so far, 291 meters of climbing, and we have 82% battery left. So see how that does us for the day. Okay, we're at the first trail. Going to try and take you on trails that have good lighting today as well, which is really difficult in Scotland in the winter. This trail is probably going to struggle, so let's just do some warm up, get used to the bike. There's a lot of rain yesterday, so not sure what conditions the trails will be in, but let's have a warm up and then I'll actually tell you a bit more about the bike. So I think it's definitely going to be a goggles day. Let's just go and get warmed up. Not ridden for a while. Oh, it's a river. Quite a fast trail for a warm up, I've got to say. Woo. Yeah, boy. Warm up has been done. I now feel like I can actually get you down trails and properly commentate. But first impressions, this thing's a bit of a ripper. Don't care what you say. I know some people have talked about the more trail geometry. Well, I tell you, on these type of trails, that geometry seems so far to work, but let's get it down some trails I know well, and then I can actually give you some proper feedback on this thing. Oh yeah, I just think it's going to be a fun day, folks. So just an update, because I said I would. 13.7 kilometers, 560 meters of climbing, 69% of the battery left. And yeah, so far I feel the tune is working pretty well for me. Like I'm working a little bit. This is definitely like a zone 2 ride. So should manage to get a big day descending and not be hanging at the end of it. Right, time to get down another trail. Yeah, this is a different trail altogether. We're talking pretty fast, pretty rocky. So be interested to see how this gets on. So this is one of my favourite trails because it's quite different to other stuff in the valley. A bit rockier for sure, quite fast as well once we get out into the open sections. So it'll be a good test of the bike. Yo, yeah boy. Loose rock there, have to pay attention. Right, now we get into a pretty fast and open section. Very windy actually. See how we do. Hope you can still hear me. Yo. So yeah, first noticeable thing has got to be this suspension platform's good, man. Fox Factory. Just, whoa. Feels super competent, this suspension, I gotta say. We'll dodge that puddle, get back on the power. We're above the, obviously, the speed restriction now, but it's okay, we got a bit of gravity. Nice. Oh, this is fast. Oh, this bike really does skip over stuff. It's very maneuverable. So if you watch the channel, you'll be able to tell that this is me riding quite fast. And I'm not pushing it for the video. I have to say, it's just bike feels very good. Nice. Whoa. So I gotta say, that was exceptional. That's really good. That's a fast trail. So you'd think would probably lend itself to long and slack, but this just feels super maneuverable. Like, that's the one thing I'm noticing about this bike. You probably have to think ahead a bit more and place it, if that makes sense. But it's also very easy to place the bike. Like, you can look at a point in the trail and you just get there, like it just works. And suspension platform, yeah, really solid, really solid. Oh, right, next trail. Yeah, this is going to be a fun one. This will be a test. So this trail, fast at the bottom, super techy at the top. Oh yeah, of course it will be pretty wet after all the rain. So this is going to be quite treacherous, I'd imagine. Oh, try and keep high. Oh, yeah, I just caught the rear. Don't think I've ever tried to go high there before. Oh. Whoa, might stay up there. Whoa, it's tricky conditions today. Slick on those roots. Whew. Now the trail changes. It's going to get pretty fast. Whew. Ah, nice one. Cheers, pal. Okay, So, tree down, spoiled play a little bit, but we're back on it. Whoa. Nice. Whoa. Yo. Oh. Woo. Oh man, that was so much fun. Oh. Whoa. I need to be careful that I don't get carried away, because this bike just like invites you to ride fast. Wow. Yeah, what can I say? You'll be able to pretty much judge how the bike's going on the riding, but yeah, stand by it. Really good bike to descend. It's nimble, you can place it. Certainly with this suspension and these Magura brakes, you know, it's just inviting me to go fast. Well, fast for me anyway. And yeah, I'm actually just having an absolute blast. The advantage of the e-bike, of course, is just getting lots of trails and not too much effort. So press on for a couple more Enduro trails. Update, we are 20 kilometers, 760 meters and 57% of battery. So wow, yeah, we could get a pretty big day if we wanted it. I really hope we've got you some good footage today, folks. It's so dark, difficult conditions to ride in, difficult conditions to film in. Yo, nice. Such a fast section this. Whoa. Woo. So yeah, definitely given this bike a pretty good test, I'd say. These aren't the sort of trails that you can get away with a bike that doesn't handle well. Yeah, boy. Whoa, wow. Yes. Oh, fun, man. Super fun. Right. I am now going to be a bit of a bad boy. I want to get over and do a flow trail on this, just to end. So I'm going to stick it in trail mode, burn off a fair bit of battery, but it means I'll get over there really quickly. So yeah, let's get over there. So this is trail mode. It's still warp speed, heading up steep fire roads at 25 kilometers an hour, which is the limiter, or where the limiter's at, or where the restrictor's at. So it's going to eat the battery, but it's going to get me to the other side of the hill very, very quickly. 27 kilometers, 1,130 meters of climbing, 31% of the battery left. So we got flow, but we also got a lot of wind actually. Right, gonna have to take it easy. There's some jumps on this, but not be sending jumps high with this sort of wind. Squish those jumps down, I think. Whoa. Whoa. Right, I'm gonna squish this because it's super windy. Yeah, nice. Yeah, okay. Whoa. Tell ya, trail's fine. That wind is scary, man. Whoa. So obviously on trails like this, the bike is very competent. That slightly shorter frame, slightly steeper head angle means that you've got a bike that really turns corners very well. Certainly getting the Amflow today. Yo. Nice. Whoa. Proper rapid, like. Nice. Oh, super fun, man. Super fun. So yeah, made it back. Solid ride today, 39 kilometers, 1,350 meters of descending, and yeah, got about 8% of battery left, so kind of timed that pretty right, using a mixture of auto and trail. But yeah, the main purpose of today's video was just to find out what the bike is like on UK Enduro trails, and I gotta say, pretty impressive for something that is, you know, probably a trail bike and all mountain bike. It handles really, really nicely. Big surprise for me was just how well it coped with the first trail, Ho Chi Minh, or the first sort of trail after the warm-up. That's a pretty fast trail, and you have to be very precise. I thought that would be a trail that it might get out of its depth. Actually, that was probably a trail that it performed the strongest on, I think probably because you can be precise with the bike. And yeah, other trails just felt like I was riding fast today. Jailbreak, that top section. Yeah, overall, I'm pretty impressed. So yeah, the motor and the battery, that side of things, this bike is impressive. But I've got to say, for just pure fun, I cannot fault this bike. I've had a great day today. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. As I say, this is my bike. I'm going to have it on the channel for the rest of the year probably. So if you want to check in on how it performs over the year, then like and subscribe and all that stuff. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and hopefully it was useful for you. But yeah, fun times for sure. Now I just got to get it clean. Scottish winters, eh?